Okay, so we're back. So hopefully um, on the bottom here, it says some plane shapes are made by connecting line segments at their endpoints. One example is a square to describe a square using math words. So a square has, and hopefully you see that it has 4 line segments, and the line segments meet at their own endpoints. So you'll see here, this is right here, a line segment, and this has 2 endpoints. So this line segment meets at this endpoint, and you can see the 4 line segments, and they meet at the endpoints. So then I asked for you to draw some closed shape and some open shape. So let's go through what a closed shape is. So we know that a plane shape has length and width, but it's no thickness. Okay, it's not 3D. It can also be called two-dimensional. So those would be synonyms. Plane shapes and two-dimensional are synonyms. So then we go down and we're going to look at some plane shapes. So these have no depth. They're flat. A closed shape starts at and ends at the same point. So let's say it starts here, you draw it, and then it comes back around and it's closed, okay? So hopefully you drew some other pictures of some examples of closed shape where they start and end at the same spot. Now an open shape does not start and end at the same spot. They're open, they don't close. So this would be an angle. If you closed it, it would be a triangle and it would be a closed shape. But because there's no bottom, it's an open shape. Same with this rectangle here. It would be closed if you added another line, but because they don't have a line, it is an open shape along with these. Now, you see that an open shape has straight lines and it has curved lines. You'll see here in a closed shape can also have curves. Okay, so that's going to come up later on. Is the plane shape at the right a closed shape or an open shape? So if you look, it has no opening, so it is a closed shape. And then it is a 4-sided figure, so it's a quadrilateral, but its special name is, if we drew these lines up, and put a little guy in here with a little sad face, he would be in a what? Hopefully you guys all said a trapezoid. All right, so we're going to go to our share and show video. So we'll minimize this and pull up. Getting good at this, guys. Our video of our math on the spot, and we'll see what he has to say today. And that's a really great strategy that he's using. He's labeling each side so he can prove that he has 5 sides. And he's putting the little end points on each one so he can show that it's a line segment. So don't forget to be very detailed, add your end points, and then number them. So that takes us back to the top of the page right underneath share and show. So it says, how many line segments does this shape have? So if you look at each side, you can see that this is 1 line segment, 2 line segments, 3 line segments. So hopefully you see the 3 different line segments. So we're going to move on. It says circle all the words that describe the shape. So right here, remember, pretend like this is the sun, and then there's light coming from it that's never ending. So that would be a ray. If you look here, you have 4 sides. They have an end point where they begin and end, and it is closed. Then we look here, we have lines that connect. They have endpoints, but they're not closed, so that's an open shape. Right here we have an endpoint, a straight line, and another endpoint. So that would not be a line because lines go on forever with arrows. So that would be a line segment. Down here it says, write whether the shape is open or closed. Remember, pause the video because I'm going to give you the answers, but I want you to have time to do it on your own. This would be a open, closed, closed, open. And you can see why they're open and why they're closed. On your own, write how many line segments the shape has. Remember, as you do it, cross them off or number them. So remember, you're like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So please remember, pause the video. We have 4. Then we have 8. We have 4. And we have 6. Down below, tell whether it's open or closed. Pause the video. We have closed, open, closed, closed. You guys are doing a really nice job. Just make sure that you're turning off the video or pausing the video so that you can do the work on your own. So we have, what's the error? It says that Brittany says there are 2 endpoints in the shape shown at the right. Is she correct? Explain. Pause the video. Okay, so no, the shape is a ray, so there's only 1 endpoint, and then the ray continues on right here. Explain how you can make the shape at the right a closed shape. Change this shape so it is a closed shape. So pause the video. Hopefully you closed it right here. And then we're going to go a little deeper. We're looking at Carly's drawing at the right. What did she draw? We see here that she drew a ray. How is it like a line? It is straight. How is it different? It does not have two arrows that continue on forever. You have, we could change it so that it would be a line. You would add another arrow. Draw a closed shape with 5 line segments. We just did that in our math on the spot. Draw each shape where it belongs. Pause the video. Hopefully you drew this in the closed, this in the closed, and then these two would be in the open. All right, so you're at the practice and the homework. So if you could please pause, do the practice and the homework and the lesson check, and then unpause me and I'll give you the answers. All right. So we have 4 lines. We have 6 lines. For number 3, we have open and closed. Number 5, we have add a 4th line segment so the shape starts and ends at the same point. For number 6, we have closed. We're going to pass right on to the lesson check. We have 5 lines, array. We have 4 times 8 equals 32, and 8 times 4 equals 32. Number 4, we have 3. Number 5, we have 1/2 and 2/4. And then for number 6, we have 5 groups of students. So that was your lesson for today, and I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day and stay safe.